Welcome back to the Spocco Square golf course. On the agenda for today's video, it's some good old-fashioned W's. And jumping right into the action here, we are starting off on hole 11 with maximum wind, which is obviously going to make this hole a lot more difficult.
Nice shot.
And if you were paying attention to the first 5 seconds of the video, you saw that the lobby, it wasn't too high rated. There were only A players and B players here. If you missed that, you can double tap the left hand side of your screen on mobile or press the J key to rewind 10 seconds until you get back to the beginning of the game if you want to take a look at the ranks. But we'll see how this match shapes up. I did see a lot of pars roll in while I did secure the birdie, and it looks like I was the only one to secure the birdie. So already, I can start to kind of see the trend of where this game is going. I'm not too worried about this lobby, but as you guys know, there's really not much rank to be had with a win in a lobby like this.
Nice shot.
But really nothing you can do about that. At this point, whenever I hop into a game, I kind of just expect that I'm going to get a lower ranked lobby. And if you ask any high ranked player, they will all say the same thing. Once you start to get up into the high S ranks, it becomes slower and slower to rank up. The higher you go, the more of a grind it becomes.
Nice shot.
Ooh, I accidentally curved that shot there. Hopefully it's not too detrimental. Which it was not. Now we did land a little bit left of the hole where I curved my shot. I'm an optimistic guy. I like to think that if I hadn't curved it, it would have been a chip-in albatross. But of course we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
I should be settling for the eagle here. And we do. That's 24 points after 2 holes. So a really good place to be going into the semifinals with a 3-point lead over second and a 7-point lead over third, or everyone else really, because they're all tied. You know, I was watching the Masters earlier this week, and I was thinking it'd be pretty cool if Nintendo added a collection where you can get a green jacket. You notice how Sensei is wearing the pink one right now? It's kind of like a nice suit. It would be super cool if they made this exact same jacket, but in green. Or maybe not even a collection. You know how there's secret achievements, like you can get the gold shirt? Maybe they should make a secret achievement where you can unlock the green jacket.
Nice shot.
Maybe once you hit infinity rank in golf, you unlock it. Or if you ever have like a certain points hit in an online game, like if you achieve 60, 62, or 66 point game, that unlocks the green jacket. Honestly, I think that would be pretty cool. But focusing back on the hole, honestly, not too sure what to do here with max wind, which is why I just full sent the driver. And hopefully I can make this shot. You know, I don't think I can clear the top of the tree, so I'm going to leave my aim stick here. Hopefully I can go beside the tree and just make it onto the green anywhere. Because I think if I send it this way, I'm going to go into the tree, right into the water. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that, but I did clip the tree. So I think it's a good thing I did that, because any more to the right, obviously the tree is rounded, it gets higher, the more right I would have aimed. Probably would have been in the water there, but thankfully I'm on the green. And at the very least, should be settling for a par. Ooh, that was a little bit too much power. And just a tad bit off of the aim, so no birdie on 7. But, I mean, with max wind, I'll take par. And with that par, I will extend my lead to 10 points. Not sure what happened there with T-Cat, but he didn't get any score. Maybe he went out of bounds too much. And I don't think anyone else got the par. But nonetheless, we have 2 holes left. I am holding a 10-point lead. Moving on to another tricky hole in 8 with 20-mile-an-hour wind. I'm going to go almost full power with a 5-iron and add some backspin.
Nice shot.
I changed my mind. In my practice swings, I went full power. And that was a good idea. Just needed a little bit more wind adjustment. But I do end up 5 feet away from the hole. Setting myself up for a birdie putt. Which I do sink pretty nicely. And a few birdies there. So I'm maintaining a lead. I have a 9-point lead here. I can't remember if after hole 7 I said I had a 10-point lead or a 9-point lead. I think I said I have a 10-point lead, but I actually have a 9-point. I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter. I think it would be... I think it is impossible for me to get second at this point. I mean, I guess I could score 0 points here, but that's not going to happen, so... All I would need is a bogey. To still secure first place. Unless one of these competitors gets the albatross. But the chances of one of them getting an albatross and myself getting a bogey are probably 0%.
Nice shot.
I mean, there's no real point in me going through all these scenarios in my head. The win is a lock.
Nice one.
And to finish this game off, let's see if I can sink a nice eagle on hole 18. Which I do, so that is a very nice win at 55 points. You know, I am a little bit reluctant to check how much rank I get here. It's gonna be like next to nothing. Precisely as I predicted. You know what though, slowly but surely I am climbing. It is a long road, but a chance to make more progress in game number 2 here. We are starting off on hole 10 for this match.
Nice shot.
Moving a little bit over there to avoid the fairway bunker.
Nice shot.
Not quite enough power there.
Nice on.
Still 20 feet away from the hole, so it wasn't a very good chip overall. Should be able to secure birdie here though. And a very poor putt there. Means I won't get the birdie, won't be able to get 10 points here.
Nice par.
So game number 2 starting quite a bit different than game number 1. Instead of having a lead, I am now down by 3 points. However, there is still 4 holes left. I'm not worried about this comeback that I have to make. Hole 12 here, great hole to make a comeback on, although it looks like there's a headwind. So we'll see if we can make the shortcut. And I think yes. It is going to make the drive onto the green a lot more difficult, but I still think this is a better idea than going around.
Nice shot.
So from here, probably going to have to spoon it. I'm going to need very precise power to land on the green.
Nice shot.
You know what? I am on the green. It was pretty decent power.
Nice on.
Should have adjusted a little bit more for the wind. That's my bad. So a nice eagle there that will get me back into the game a little bit. But there were obviously a few eagles there, so I haven't made the full comeback quite yet. However, I've moved from 7th into 2nd place. Exactly what I need. Moving on to hole 13. Now there is still 3 holes left to make up a 3-point deficit. Still very much possible. I might have to start thinking about playing a little more aggressive though, in order to make the comeback. Now obviously on 13 with no wind, birdie is absolutely necessary. Hole in one is on the back of my mind though. Gonna go 7-iron. I adjusted a little bit just for the topography of the green. 7-iron, a little bit under full power.
Nice shot.
Ooh, not quite enough roll there.
Nice approach.
Just needed a tad bit more power.
Nice birdie.
So birdie there is satisfactory. It was enough to get myself into first place, which is a little bit surprising. Everyone birdied except for the person in first, so I'm now tied. So I've gone from 7th into tied for first after 2 holes. Let's see if I can continue the trend. Try to break away from the pack in the last 2 holes. We have hole 15 here with 15-mile-an-hour wind, coincidentally.
Nice shot.
And I would say probably no chip-in eagles here. Gonna be difficult with the wind, but always possible. But likely gonna see birdies, maybe a couple pars. Now at this distance, I'll probably just go full power with the 9-iron with a little bit of backspin.
Nice shot.
And didn't quite get the wind right, so left with a little bit of a tricky putt. The green on 15 is no easy green. Good save there to get birdie. And my prediction was right. Mostly birdies, a couple of pars. Man, I'm telling you, if there was hole-by-hole sports betting on Nintendo Switch Sports Golf, I'd be a rich person right now. But I am back in first place, or I shouldn't say back, I haven't even been in first place this game. I guess back in first from the first match. But it's only a 1-point lead, so I do have to hold it out on hole 1 here.
Nice shot.
Probably going to be able to hold out the lead here. But of course, if one of these players gets a chip-in eagle while I settle for birdie, that would be enough to propel them into first place. I mean, the best thing that I can do though is get the chip-in eagle, secure first place. Let's see if I can make that happen. Gonna go full power with the 7-iron, add backspin.
What did he say?
Nice shot.
Ooh, I curved that again. I mean, wouldn't have been a eagle anyway, I was too far to the left, but I've been curving a lot of my shots to the left recently. Has definitely messed me up on some games. But with that birdie, that will be another first place. That will be a 51-point performance. And it was a very close game. Those two competitors got all birdies on all holes. I got 3 birdies, 1 eagle, 1 par. So only a 1-point difference between me and second and third. Probably going to be another little bit of rank. It'll be a little more than last game though, because this lobby was slightly higher. Yeah, it was no K amount. And you know what? I'm playing pretty well right now. Let's jump into another game for this video. Spocco Square has been treating me very well today. 2 50+ point performances. Maybe I should do a cheeky little play until I fail to score 50 point type video. I mean, so far that's kind of how it's going. We'll see how this game goes. We are starting off game number 3 on hole 10, which is the same hole that we started game number 2 on. I did settle for par on that hole. Let's see if I can avoid par this time round.
Nice shot.
And honestly, I think I might just go full power with the 9-iron with backspin here. I mean, if I get the wind right, that should be enough power to get the eagle, the chip in. But obviously, getting wind correct is way easier said than done.
Nice shot.
Okay, that wasn't even close. I also got really aggressive backspin there, so
Nice on.
poor chip leading me to a 30-foot putt. Flashbacks of last game are starting to creep into my mind. Gotta shut those out, lock in for this putt, start the game off on a birdie. Okay, nice. Didn't make the same mistake as last time. That will be 10 points off the first hole of this game. And mostly birdies there, 1 par, 1 bogey. This lobby wasn't too high rated, 1 S player other than myself, all other A players. So looking for another win here, I definitely back myself to outplay all these competitors. We are moving to hole 11 again. In this case, probably just go full power with 7-iron, try to get some aggressive backspin to spin all the way back to the near side of the hole.
Nice shot.
Well, didn't get the aggressive backspin. Didn't get the wind right either. This has been a common theme this video, these games that I've been playing. Can't really adjust correctly for the wind. I wouldn't say that's anything new. I'm not really a good wind adjuster. Definitely E rank in that department, but it hasn't messed me up too much, obviously. 2 wins in 2 games this video. Pretty much all birdies there. We're only saying goodbye to 2 people. The other 6 players tied on 20 points going into the semifinals. So realistically, it's anyone's game. We're kind of back to square one with only 3 holes left.
Nice shot.
Now we're gonna sail pretty far here. I wonder if we can make it onto the green from this stroke to give us a putting chance at an eagle. I mean, this wind right now isn't really a tailwind, it's more right to left.
Nice shot.
But let's take a look here. You know, we're on the fringe. We'll take a look at the green here. I don't know, honestly, I could go wedge or putter. It's kind of 50-50 for me right now. I've decided on the wedge. Adjusted a little bit for the wind. Wow, so close. Half a foot away from the eagle. Settling for 10 points though, and starting to see a little bit of separation here in the standings. There were 2 pars there. Still a 4-way tie for first though, going into the 4th hole. This is actually shaping up to be a pretty competitive match. I am a little bit surprised because the lobby wasn't too high rated. But if you've played this game before, you know that any rank, anybody can play very well. So I shouldn't really be too surprised here, but hole 6 with 29-mile-an-hour wind, we should definitely see a shakeup in the standings after this hole.
Nice.
I'm going to try my best to be on the positive end of that shakeup. From here, I would have liked to be more to the left, but we'll see what I can do. Yeah, from here, see if I don't give it too much power, I'm going to clip the top of the tree that's guarding the green. So I think I have to give it full power with backspin, of course. Maybe I'll try to give it slightly under full power.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that wasn't enough. You know what? Even if I went full power, I might have still clipped the tree. So not much I could have done there. Was a poor tee shot on my end. And kind of a poor chip too. I'm still left 15 feet away putting for birdie.
What did he say?
On a not too easy green here. But do think that, do secure par, but unfortunately for me that's not enough to stay in first place. There was one birdie on that hole. So the final hole, I'm down 3 points. We'll see what happens here on the final hole. I'm pretty confident I can get the birdie here with very minimal wind, but that means that so can the other players. They probably can do the same. We'll see though, gonna play this hole out. Once again though, I curved my shot to the left. Don't know what's going on, but I really gotta fix that before I start making detrimental mistakes with that.
Nice shot.
He was a close chip.
Nice approach.
Was not close enough to get the eagle though. So birdie here, but realistically, it's all up to how the guy in first place finishes this hole.
Nice birdie.
So with the lip out from the birdie putt from Thrill House, that is going to send us to it closest to the pin. Fighting for first place here. Let's see if I can go 3 for 3 in this video. My chipping hasn't really been that good these 3 matches that I've played though, which is not a good sign going into this closest to the pin. Gonna have to really step up if I want to secure first. On a very, very strange closest to the pin here. Well, looks like that is enough. Once again, I did not read the wind correctly, but got the power and backspin combo better than Thrill House, so that does give me first place. That's 3 for 3 in the video.
Finish.
Let's check the rank here. Probably going to be the same as last game. And I'm getting pretty close to S7. Probably 2 more wins will do the trick. You'll have to stay tuned for the next video where I try to rank up to S7. If you enjoyed this one, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.